What we're going to do now is look at the warehouse. So this can be found under the inventory module, warehouse, and option 412, find warehouse. This will show us our main warehouse. The address that is in this warehouse here is what will print on your purchase orders. So this will be the delivery address on the purchase orders so your suppliers know where to send the goods. So the description is going to be the company name. So in here, I'm going to change this to okay, the warehouse is active. It's not a consignment warehouse, it's our main warehouse. We've then got the country. So in here, I'm just going to type the word King. Because there's only one country that's got King in it, which is United Kingdom, it'll automatically find that one. If I'd have typed in United, it would have found United States of America. Again, I'm going to enter down to the next line. And then I'm going to tab to the city. Again, I'm going to tab to the county. And I'm going to tab to the postcode. If you've linked with the Google API, then you could just populate that postcode and it will pick up the rest of the address, and there'll just be additional bits that you need to populate. So in here, I'm just going to update the telephone number. That will print on the purchase order. I'm just going to put a telephone. I'm not going to put anything else. They've just got a telephone number if they need to contact us. So I'm just going to click save on that first of all. We don't have any additional contacts here for the warehouse. It's just I'm not going to set up the individual contacts. However, if you wanted to, but you can see here on the new contact option, you can create one in there. Well, let's just put one in. If we click back on the General tab, we can see Bill is the contact for the warehouse. So I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the Location tab. Like I say, if you want to enable multi-bin locations, then you will require some consultancy, so you'll need to contact the office. However, there's only a handful of these that are really used as default by the system. Location 1 is our normal buying and selling stock. So if it's a normal location, then that is where the stock is purchased into and sold out of. You can have multiple normal locations. Again, this requires consultancy, but you can have multiple normal ones. Receiving, I'm going to delete this because this isn't used as standard by the system. I just want to clear this screen up so you can see the ones that are used as default. I right clicked and then it said, do I want to delete it? And I'm going to say yes. Same with location 3, which is the dispatch. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to delete location 5 and I'm going to delete location 6. So location 1, 4, 7, 8 and 9 are used as standard in Enterprise. Location 1, as I've already said, is the buying and selling location. Location 4 is defective. You can only have one defective location within Enterprise. This is basically what is used if a customer returns goods and you say they're damaged when you book them in. When you're doing the credit note, then it'll put them into the defective location. It is then up to you to either send the goods back to the supplier or write them off. In transit, location 7 is used by the stock transfer request. Location 8 is drop ship. Again, if you don't stock anything and everything you sell is sent direct from the supplier to the customer, then everything uses location 8. Location 9 is return to supplier, and this is used when you have sent goods back to the supplier. It sits in location 9 until you have had the credit note back from the supplier, matched it up, and then it'll remove it physically off the stock. We can see over here, these are the routes. So if somebody was picking and you had multi-bin locations, that's the order that they would go in. But again, you need to contact support if you want to enable this. The stock total tab shows us our items. It shows us basically the in-stock figures on everything, and we've also got the setup tab if we want to do reorder points on certain items. I'm just using the arrow keys up and down on the keyboard to go to the items. This is just a quick way again of updating the reorder points, so you don't have to keep going into the item, go into the warehouse tab, changing it, saving and closing. This is a quick way to allow you to put that information in there. I'm just going to save and close because we've now finished with that screen.